Every evening at exactly 6:40 p.m., she stood at the same bus stop. She never told anyone about it. Not her friends, not her family, because she herself didn't fully understand why she came. At first, she told herself it was just routine. The bus passed this way anyway. But routines don't make your heart beat faster when the clock touches a certain minute. Maybe it was loneliness. Maybe it was habit. Or maybe destiny had already written something she hadn't read yet. He stood there too, always in the same spot, a few steps away, never too close, never too far. A grey coat that looked older than him, tired eyes that carried stories he never told, and a quiet smile that felt strangely familiar, as if she had known it long before she ever saw it. They never asked each other's names. In the beginning, there was only silence. The kind of silence that isn't awkward, just heavy. Cars passed. People came and left, but they stayed. One evening, unable to bear it anymore, she spoke. "Late again," she said, her eyes fixed on the empty road. He smiled, not at her, but at the thought behind her words. Life usually is. That was how it began. 5 minutes. That's all they ever had before the bus arrived. 5 minutes that somehow felt fuller than entire conversations she had with people she knew for years. Sometimes they talked. Sometimes they didn't. 5 minutes of shared silence. 5 minutes of words that carried weight. 5 minutes that ended too quickly every single time. She learned he loved old songs. Songs no one played anymore. Songs that sounded like memories. He learned she feared goodbyes. Not loud ones, but quiet goodbyes, the ones you don't realize are final. One evening, when the sky looked heavier than usual, she asked softly, "Why do you come here every day?" He didn't answer right away. He looked up at the sky, as if checking how much time was left, as if he was counting something invisible. After a long moment, he said, "Because some meetings don't need reasons." She smiled. She didn't know that while she counted minutes, he was counting time, not days, the day he didn't come. One evening, she arrived at the bus stop as always. 6:40 p.m. Her eyes searched for him without her realizing it. He wasn't there. She checked her phone, then the road. He must be late, she told herself. 5 minutes passed. Her chest felt tight. 10 minutes. The bus arrived, its lights cutting through the dusk. She didn't get on. For the first time, the 5 minutes stretched painfully long. The next day, she came again. And the day after that, his place stayed empty. The bus stop felt wrong, like a sentence missing its last word. The silence was louder than his voice had ever been. Eventually, life moved on. Because it always does. New roads, new people, new reasons to pretend everything was fine. But every evening at exactly 6:40 p.m., something inside her paused. Years later, while walking down an old street she rarely visited anymore, she saw it. A small candle flickering in the wind. A photograph pinned near the bus stop. She stopped. Her heart knew before her mind did. She stepped closer, her hands cold, and read the words beneath the picture. In loving memory of a man who waited every evening and left this world at 6:45 p.m. Her breath caught. 6:45 p.m. 5 minutes. Her knees felt weak as she read the last line. He said his happiest moments were the 5 minutes he spent waiting for someone who never knew his name. Tears blurred her vision. She finally understood. He wasn't waiting for the bus. He was waiting for her. The goodbye that never happened. That evening, she stood at the bus stop again. 6:40 p.m. The air felt heavier, filled with words she would never hear. For the first time, she whispered into the empty space beside her. "I'm here." The bus arrived. She didn't move, because some goodbyes are never spoken. They don't come with last words or final looks. They live quietly, in 5 minutes. We never knew what our last